What's up everyone, my name is Mike and welcome back to my channel, and today we're talking about why I love VeVe. In the previous episode I talked about why I hate VeVe, so I thought I'd just write to talk about what I love about VeVe. Let's get into this. So I've got about 6 reasons that I want to get into why I love VeVe, and it's incredible what VeVe has been able to do and what continues to do for NFTs, for digital collectibles. So let's get started with number 1 being the ease of use. Now that being said, I started in this platform back in November 2021, so it hasn't been long that I've been on this platform, but really as soon as I jumped on, I already knew what it was about. I already knew what I needed to do to be able to get a drop. It's as simple as that home screen showing you the drops that are coming up and reading through what a blind box was, what I needed to do to get in on a collectible. And this really showed through for me to be able to upload gems on the day of the Iron Man drop golden moments, and to be able to get that Iron Man drop as my first drop on VeVe. It really shows how fluently, how easy they make it to be able to join and to be able to load up gems and to be able to get a drop. And even if need be, get into that aftermarket and start to learn what collectibles you can get in on. And since then, they've made incredible upgrades and made it much more user-friendly and easier to use with less bugs. It's evident that they're putting a lot of effort into this for us. That doesn't go to say that they're not without their own problems and things that they could do to be able to improve things like auctions and being able to purchase collectibles in the aftermarket nice and smoothly and fluently. But it's amazing to know that they are on top of things when it comes to improving and rolling out things to make it much more user-friendly. Which brings me to my second point, and it's that they continually follow through, though it does take them a little bit of time to be able to do so in some cases. But ultimately, it seems like they've been following through on what they've been saying, such as the MTL. And I know that you can uncover tweets and news releases about them rolling out that MTL back in 2021 and promising it in Q2 and Q3. But it seems like this is rolling out and it is here, though we don't like the fees that is associated with it. You can really dive into those fees and what VeVe charges for sales in the aftermarket, and that's very transparent with what they charge, but also with what the licensor gets and what VeVe pays to be able to be on the App Store for Google and for Apple, and what they charge when they get paid. So there's a lot that goes into it, but ultimately I want to get back to VeVe really does follow through, whether it be in the short term and the long term, of what they're trying to do in this platform. They've got a long ways to go, but it does seem like they're following through and making continual improvements. I feel like their communication is really good, and whether that's a Discord live chat or a Twitter space where they go live and answer questions, give a little bit of updates and news, or whether that's their Medium articles where they do breakdowns of their collectible drops and comic drops before it happens, or updating us on OMI, or breaking down the different tags that go along with FE, FA, and CE, what those mean. All of those and how they communicate that, it's really clear, it's really broken down. The articles are really great to read through and to always be able to go back and reference that. And so ultimately, though you can pick apart their communication throughout the year previous, it seems like they're really getting their act together, and with these continual improvements and following through on their word, the communication is only getting better. Which brings me to community, and I really love the VeVe community, whether that's on Reddit, whether that's on YouTube or Twitter, and being able to interact with people and talk to people and get excited about different drops. The community is a great aspect in anything that you do, and with VeVe it's no different. It's really cool to be able to exchange ideas like this video, like we're doing right now, and in the comment section, and to be able to relate over something that we have a common interest in. The community gets a big thumbs up, and I'm sure that's going to be a big part of VeVe as it continues to grow. Another big thumbs up is for the licenses that they have brought on board. Obviously some incredible licenses, but ultimately ones that I really enjoy. And I don't think I would be necessarily putting money into the app if I didn't enjoy the licenses, if I didn't enjoy the collectibles that I purchase. That being said, Marvel is a big one for me, and to be able to get the collectibles and characters that I really enjoy with Marvel is a huge reason why I'm on the VeVe platform. And I got that Iron Man on that first drop and I couldn't be more happier. I was hooked as soon as I got that and went all in, not necessarily money-wise all in, only invest in VeVe what you're willing to lose at this point. It is still very speculative. It is still very new, but I just went all in on the idea of VeVe. It's really cool to see 007 on there, Disney, and especially the comics that I just recently got into purchasing and actually getting one on the dropping, the Loki, excited to have that. And DC collectibles and characters are also play a big role in my liking of this platform. So licenses and the licenses that I'm sure we're going to see and the collectibles that I'm sure we're going to see moving forward with this, I just couldn't be more excited for something that I'm a part of, for something that I'm collecting in. Licenses on VeVe get a big thumbs up. And finally, the last thing that I want to talk about is the ability for them to remove barriers for everybody to invest or to purchase or to collect NFTs. NFT is a big buzzword these days, and wherever you're going to purchase them, it usually has some sort of barrier to entry for somebody like me that isn't so technically inclined, as well as many others out there, to have to use crypto or other sort of form to be able to purchase these NFTs and pay for gas fees and all of this that goes into it. I feel like the average investor is still definitely not anywhere close to being ready for that, but VeVe has removed those barriers. And it's definitely come at an expense of VeVe. And this is because a percentage of the gems that we purchase, the money that we put into the app, definitely goes back to Google and Apple, taking what I think is like a 30% cut with in-app purchases. So for VeVe to do this, it really does take a hit on their bottom line, but I'm sure in the long term, they're looking at the bigger picture and what that means to their bottom line and the platform that they're trying to grow with this. But it's just incredible that they're willing to put that sort of investment forward to be able to grow this platform and to be able to remove those barriers for the average investor, collector, comic book collector, character collectible, whatever it might be. What they've done, the community that they've grown around it, and everything involved with VeVe and the licensors that they've got on board, it's evident that a lot of people believe in this platform, and hopefully they continue to prove us right or wrong in some cases, to be able to continue to evolve this platform and bring it on to the next step and continually grow it. I'm super excited for the future of VeVe because of this. And I'm sure in the future they're going to bring the OMI token in and replace perhaps gems or have some sort of cryptocurrency exchange from gems to the OMI token as opposed to gems to dollars or whatever currency you're operating in. But still, I'm sure that's going to be extremely fluent and open to anybody and any investor or collector wanting to get in on this, which really opens the door to a lot of different collectors and investors that when they hear about VeVe, and they'll bring their money into it, and we'll see this continually grow and grow and grow like a snowball effect. I think removing those barriers to entry to get NFTs, as well as having major licensors on the platform to help it grow in that beginning stages and moving forward, is really going to help them stand out above many different NFT platforms. And I'm sure we'll see tons more coming in the future and start to get other licensors and compete with VeVe over time. But ultimately, VeVe's got a huge head start with what they've done up until this point in time. I'd love to know your comments about this in the comment section below. Let me know what you love about VeVe, what stands out about VeVe to you, what you think about VeVe's future, what you think about I said. Leave it in the comment section below. Like this video if you enjoyed anything that I said, if you got any value, whatever it might be. Liking this video really helps me grow this channel. If that's what you wish for me, I would really appreciate that, as well as a subscribe. That helps me know that you're interested in what I'm doing. And thank you so much for watching.